Download the BCSN Plus app today.
Well, after taking 4 of 6 from the Clippers, the Mud Hens, first place in the division. As we welcome in Matt Melzak, the voice of the Toledo Mud Hens. And Matt, we have seen just a sustained period of excellence from this Toledo organization the last month of the season now.
Yeah, it is really gone. How about 3 straight weeks? They're 14-4 in that stretch, playing great baseball. They've done it at home, which was what they struggled with coming out of the All-Star break, was games at home. And they've taken that, they've turned that around now, with turning around and winning 9 out of the last 12 at home. And then you turn around and you look what they did on the road in the middle part of that, going 5-1 last week on the road. So yeah, they're playing some really good baseball now. They're doing a lot of things right. They're hitting it as well as they have, and arguably at any point all season long. Their team batting average creeping to 240, which unheard of. Even in their great stretch when they went 28-8, they weren't really hitting it that great. They were just pitching so well. And that pitching has sustained itself, been basically the same now for month after month after month. And the fielding has come along as well. So they're doing a lot of things right on the baseball diamond. And of course, you do that, it's going to lead to a lot of wins. Guys
that were expecting to get the job done are doing the job. Justin Henry Malloy, Jace Young, both really powering the surge.
They have been, and they continue to hit the baseball very well. I think at a couple of moments this past week, it's not like Jace Young had a monster week, but when it mattered, a couple of 2-out, 2-run doubles, big points in the game. Justin Henry Malloy had a big week, just putting baseballs in play, getting on base, as he does a lot. I mean, when you look at the way the lineup is constructed right now, it's been very similar a lot of the time. Trey Cruz is the one guy who's spotted, more at the bottom of the order. Finally, over the weekend, he jumped up to the top part of the order and just continues to deliver for the Mud Hens with a couple of home runs during the week. He has really found his footing at the AAA level, 340 basically in the last 4 weeks. So he has found a spot certainly for the Mud Hens, and that's aided their lineup. But more and more of these guys come up. Eduardo Valencia, Trey Cruz, Max Anderson. I know you're going to want to talk about him. But as those guys have come up, it's added to the offensive punch for the Mud Hens.
Yeah, Max Anderson, second-round draft pick 2023, called up this past week against the Clippers, had 8 hits, 2 home runs, batted .308 on the week. Now, .308, small sample size, but 90 games in Erie, batted .306.
Yeah, I mean, he's right on basically what he was doing at AA Erie, because you were looking at the power numbers, I think is the biggest part for him. I mean, we know he can hit, okay? That's the hit tool that he was drafted with, is the fact that he can put balls in play. He sprays the baseball very well. But then when you look at the power side of it, 4 out of those 8 hits, Mark, 2 went for doubles, 2 went for homers this week. If that's the kind of power production, he went into Sunday with a 1.04 OPS. So, that dipped a little bit with the 0 on Sunday. But you know what? When you've got that ability to put up an OPS that's going to be in that 900 to 1,000 range at the AAA level, that's going to play at the big league level as well.
We mentioned the Hens first place in the IL West, but the divisions don't mean a thing when you're talking about the postseason. It's the overall league standings. Currently 4th. You got Syracuse, you got Scranton, you got Indianapolis all ahead of the Mud Hens. But those 3 teams are going to play each other in the next couple of weeks.
They certainly are, and you're tied with Indianapolis, so you're not worried so much about them right now, although they do have the tiebreaker over Toledo if they were to end up tied. So at some point, you got to get ahead of them. But right now, you look at it, if you're the Mud Hens, you go, okay, we got 2 teams ahead of us in Syracuse and Scranton. We got to run those guys down, see what happens with Indy the rest of the way. Indy's playing Syracuse this week, then Syracuse and Scranton play each other the following week. And, of course, the Mud Hens have, a couple of series, one with Rochester, one with St. Paul over the next 2 weeks. So, hopefully if the standings mean anything, which they don't, you can throw them out. Rochester just had a good week against Syracuse last week. So if the standings mean something, you should have a little bit of an advantage. Hopefully the Mud Hens can take care of it.
Yeah, it certainly has made August more exciting with the Hens, the way they've been playing on the road this week. But 2 more homestands to come, so more chances to come out and see the Hens and see some special baseball being played.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Every game matters a lot, Mark, at this time of the year, no matter where you are in the standings, but the Toledo Mud Hens at the top part, so every game really does matter right now.